Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. We appear here again tonight with a review of Pop-Tarts. Another Pop-Tart review. Plenty of Pop-Tarts to go around, and that means there'll be plenty of Pop-Tart reviews. Maybe. Maybe not. This could be the last Pop-Tart review. Though I doubt it. So today we'll be reviewing Pop-Tarts Cookies and Cream. Or cookies and creme, as some call it. So, unbutton the jacket here and remove my fedora for two reasons. Number one, you shouldn't wear one whilst indoors, and number two, you shouldn't wear one while you're eating. For all of you people who wear fedoras who actually look good in them, follow that advice and you'll be respected by people like me, who obviously look good in fedoras. Obviously. Anyway, here we are back to the review. Aside from that, Pop-Tarts, frosted, cookies and creme, naturally and artificially flavored, good source of 7 vitamins and minerals. Cooking instructions, once again, relatively simple. They could be, they're fully baked and ready to eat in the first place. You don't even need to warm them up or prepare them. You can just eat them right out of the package. However, if you want to toast them, take them out of the pouch. Put them in the toaster for one cycle, lightest heating setting, or if you want to put them in the microwave, put them like on a microwave safe dish or something, and microwave on high for 3 seconds. I find them actually to be warmer and actually better tasting if you put it in for 12 seconds. I know it seems like a big difference, but believe me, nothing's gonna happen. The Pop-Tart isn't gonna burst into flames or anything. It'll be fine. Once again, a good thing about this, it says serving size 1 pastry, and there's 8 servings in container. So there's 8 of these little guys in this one box. The one thing I don't like, and I expressed this before, is that you get 2 of them per little pouch. So if you open up one, they expect you to eat both. As I said before, I believe they're promoting obesity, not just in America, but around the world. So these guys are a contributing factor of obesity. Just gonna say that. So it's quite wasteful, though. That's why I always have to put the other one in like a little plastic bag or something. They expect you to eat both of them at the same time, which sometimes you will, sometimes you won't, but still wasteful nonetheless. Ingredients I don't think I need to go over. Calories 190 per serving, 19 grams of sugar. Cookies and creme. Boom! Gotta try out for the NBA now. So here we are looking at the little Pop-Tart. The crust itself here looks almost like a cookie with almost what looks like a vanilla type frosting. Little sprinkled bits of a cookie of some sort. Looks like a simple little cookie, but simple little Pop-Tart. Let's bite into it. Let's see how it is. Hopefully it shall not disappoint us. Yeah, same thing as last time. This crust here, once again, is bone dry. Oh, tastes like a cookie this time, like a chocolate cookie, but almost like an Oreo crust, the Oreo cookie, but kind of tastes like that. But just way too dry, way too dry. This seems to be a reoccurring issue with them. Luckily, I've got my water on hand here, so it's not really too big of an issue, but it's an issue nonetheless. I'm going to be a tad bit bold in my next remark. I feel that this dry crust ruins the flavor of these. I'm just going to say it outright. I think it ruins the flavor. What's the point of biting into them and trying to find the good cookies and cream flavor, and all I get is this bone dry crust. It literally just sucks all the moisture right out of your mouth. I don't know. I'm part of the rips the crust off of the Pop-Tarts crew. You heard me say it. You heard me say it in the last review. The crust is a bit, I just don't know. It's just a bit, too dry. So now that we got the crust out of the way, let's actually dig in and let's taste the main course itself. Let's try this out now. You see now, the quality of the Pop-Tart has improved tenfold. And of course, I really can't, criticize them on this. It always has to have a crust, you know. It just can't be all this. It has to have a crust. So, I mean, they have to include it. They have no choice. I don't know, maybe they do have a choice, but with the Pop-Tart being a pastry, the filling has to stop somewhere. It's a pastry, and that's how they work. But covering the filling itself now, we got the dry crust out of the way. The filling itself, though, is really just a powering cookies and cream flavor. You can actually definitely taste the frosting on this one, and it seems like the filling inside is almost like this really sweet, vanilla type, cream flavor. And the crust itself in the base is really the cookie flavor. And even though, the base might be a little dry, the filling actually helps moisturize it up, which actually does lead to a pretty accurate cookies and cream flavor here. So, it sticks true to its word, really no surprises here. The one issue that I must say, though, aside from the bone dry crust, which I must have talked about at least 10 times, is with the filling itself. After a few bites of it, the sweetness, in my opinion at least, it gets a bit overpowering. So that in itself also is an issue. When you're looking for a cookies and cream flavor, you really don't want it to be so sweet to a point, where you're really not even interested in the food, the item itself anymore, and you're just interested in, oh, let me get some water here now. So that really in itself is an issue, Aside from the dry crust, after a little while, the filling itself gets just a little too sweet and a little too monotonous, and so out of all the Pop-Tarts, it certainly isn't my favorite. But I know there's a few good Pop-Tarts out there. Got to be a few lurking around. But yeah, Pop-Tarts. Of course, one positive here is the price itself. About, I'd say, you could get 8 of these, in the box there. 8 little pastries here for only about, $2.50. So that certainly is a good deal in itself. So the price, really is a positive here. And that's one positive. Of course, the flavor itself, it certainly does stay true to the title. It certainly is a cookies and cream flavor. But, you have the dry crust and you have the overpowering sweetness of the filling itself. So those are two negatives that do detract from the score, definitely. Out of 10, it's all there and it's cheap. Those two negatives, so I'm going to give it a 7.00. 7.00. 7.00. I think that's an accurate rating for this. It's all there and it all comes together, but you still have those two real issues that detract from the score. That's why, remember, you could never attain a 10 out of 10. Never. You could try all you want, but that 10 is never going to happen. You'd be an idiot to give anything a 10. Because what happens if you find better? There you have it. I was watching some television before this. I was watching on the History Channel a documentary about Fort Knox, where all the gold allegedly is kept. Said there's billions upon billions of dollars of that gold in there. And I was thinking, could you imagine how many Pop-Tarts you could buy with all the gold in Fort Knox? Some food for thought. A lot of Pop-Tarts. Yeah, it gets you thinking, right? Well, that is all. I believe that concludes our review for tonight. And with that being said, from all of us here at the Report of the Week, we wish you a very safe and peaceful night. Good night.